Hey guys, Ken Kaplan here from the New England Motorcycle Museum. I'm here with Kenny Jr. I'm going to let him take the stage here on this 360 because he's the resident guru of Yamaha Enduros. I guess I'll just do the intro by saying this is the flagship model. This is the holy grail of the Enduros of that era, the big bore two-stroke 360. This is a motor you can put a passenger on the back and ride wheelies down the street, or take it out on the highway, or take it up the sand dunes. You always have enough power, and they're a blast to ride. I just hear Beach Boy songs and I look at this thing and imagine myself cruising on the beach with my girl on the back, but just a beauty. I digress though, so before I go too far, Junior, tell us all about this thing.
So this is the last year of the metal fender Yamaha Enduro line. It was the first generation this year with the compression release and the option of the 21-inch front wheel and the turn signals, which this bike has. It sports the original paint, which is impeccable. These things have not been repainted. Get up close, they're near perfect, and the bike runs excellent. We bought this from Scott Majek, who we brought our last DT, our last 73 DT3 from, and that bike brought over $4,500 at auction. And Scott is a resident expert on these Yamaha Enduros. He has brought through probably over 10 in the last 2 years that he's refreshed and used as rider. He has a small collection of them now. He brought this bike in earlier this year from the original owner and completely refreshed it. I have a list of the surfaces that Scott performed less than 300 miles ago with all fresh fluids, a repaint on the stock fenders, which is stunning, and some other odds and ends, which I'll go over now. There's an NOS headlight beam, which costs over $150 on eBay. Brand new front and rear Yamaha NOS brake shoes. Scott went through the carb. It's got a brand new needle and seat. New shifter rubber from Yamaha. New two-stroke oil, so he bled and timed the oil injection system, which is functioning as it should. New points, and also a brand new spark plug. New air cleaner foam, and also new seat foam and a brand new reproduction seat cover. It has a new from Yamaha clutch cable. Like I said, the front and rear fenders were painted, and a new NOS Yamaha front stripe on the front fender, which is impeccable.
See the seat foam?
Under the seat, you can see the new seat foam. These were notorious for crumbling after 50 years. That was a weak point. Surprisingly, not the paint in the rest of the finishes, but new swing arm bushings, which is important.
Oh yeah.
So
wow, super tight.
Everything's super tight in the rear end, and also new fork oil and fork seals.
Are these upgraded shocks?
These are the stock shocks with that Scott had refinished as well.
Okay.
But
Original shocks.
that being said, Scott refreshed it as a labor of love and to be his rider this summer. He put 372 miles since the complete refresh, the oil change, going through the carburetor and refinishing the bike. Everything on it electrically works flawlessly. The horn, the turn signals, the rear brake light, as well as the high and low beam. The reflectors are present, and the bike is all there. It's all there exactly the way that it came from the factory. So, including the stock bars, the stock levers, and period, mirror.
Even the grips are original.
That's right. Go on, Chris. The 21-inch front wheel.
Even the dirt bike wizard didn't have to work on it, huh? It was so nice. This is one we didn't have to do anything to. It just came in beautiful.
That's right.
One of the things that caught my eye about this bike is the originality. Again, if you haven't heard me say, I'm an AMCA judge. I judge motorcycle shows here, and both for the AMCA and for our own shows. And I've been buying vintage bikes, thousands of them since I was a kid. Over 2,000 bikes in the last, 6 years?
Right.
And when you look at a bike, look at the levers, look at the end of the grips. The original grips aren't beat up, the bars are nice and straight. Look at the pegs are perfectly straight on this thing, and they're original. And that indicates it's never been hammered on off-road. And the shifter is nice and straight. The bottom of the dash pan, there's not a single ding in it. It looks like it's never been off-road. It probably has never been off-road. It was used as